Hi, good morning. How is everybody? Good. Come on. How is everyone? All right, all right. And I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Boy. So as Michael mentioned, and I won't re-thank everyone, consider yourself re-thanked for this wonderful event. I'm really excited to be here at the first ever DataPoint 2015. Being the first ever CTO of New York City, I like firsts a lot. It's one of my things. I was asked today to talk to you a little bit about what some of the city initiatives around open data. But first, I'll just give you a very quick background. I've been in technology for 30 years. My first company I started when I was a junior in college in 1985. And it was an artificial intelligence company. And really, it was pretty much the forefront of AI 30 years ago, and in many ways, big data. Back then, AI was structured around the concept of a knowledge base, which is what we call a rules engine today, a database, which is what we call a database today, and an inference engine, which is really the very early days of pattern recognition. In our case, we were using it for management consulting, the interpretation and creation of formulas on the fly in order to interpret financial data from companies. And it became one of the early decision support systems. So I can kind of say I was sort of a data scientist since then. I think that counts, right? But I do mostly identify as an AI person. I spent the next 30 years in technology and the last 17 as a chief technology officer in the private sector. And in fact, this CTO job is my first ever public sector job. I joined recently after being the CTO for UBS Bank, and prior to that at Merrill Lynch, where we re-platformed the data warehouse for the investment bank globally. So I'm familiar with some of the issues around data. And we in the city recognize the value of using data to make decisions. And so we've got several initiatives around that. One, of course, is how many people are aware of the New York City's open data portal? Oh, great, great, super. We are committed to providing transparent, free, and accessible data to the public. It's our effort to create new opportunities for New Yorkers. Today's, the city's open data portal is the largest in the country. We have 1,350 data sets, but that's not how we measure our success. How we measure our success is in its usability to you and the citizens of New York to make the lives of everyday New Yorkers better. What we like to say is, what problem are you trying to solve, right? Whenever you're going into a big data set, that's the most important question. What problem are you trying to solve? And for us in New York City, we would love data scientists like yourselves to think about some of the toughest urban problems using the best and latest advanced technology to solve the toughest urban problems: income inequality, homelessness, tech equity, gender divides in technology. Those are the kinds of problem sets that we hope that you can use our data to solve. Big apps. So big apps related to open data. It's now in its 6th year. How many folks here know about big apps? Yeah, okay, you get a gold star there. You raised your hand both times. Huh? You won last year. Congratulations. So it's an awesome thing, right? And in fact, there's still a couple weeks left. The deadline is October 14th. And this year, what we did was a much more focused set of challenges. So there are actually 4 challenges you can apply to. One of them is sponsored by my office, the Mayor's Office of Technology and Innovation, called Connected Cities. But there are other great challenges there. And it's part of our effort also to harness the technology and the great minds like those of yours in this room to have very targeted impact on New York itself. So we created these challenges in partnership with agencies looking to solve problems. So the applicability of your solution will be part of the criteria, and in fact will actually help the city in a huge way because we've targeted it that way. So since 2009, it's now in its 6th year. So if you go to bigapps.nyc is the link. Finally, I want to mention just a recent initiative in the administration that I'm especially proud of, because one of the biggest challenges facing New York City is we need more talent like you guys. Companies who come here want to hire engineers. The city government wants to hire data scientists. And so one of the initiatives we announced just 2 weeks ago is called CS for All, Computer Science for All. This is a groundbreaking shift. We have committed that every single New York City public school kid, 1.1 million of them, will get the opportunity to study computer science by the year, within 10 years. So it's an $81 million program. Over the next 10 years, we're changing curriculum, we're training teachers, and we're getting equipment. And what's really unique about that is that it's a partnership between the city government and private funders. So the city government's going to invest money, and private funders are going to match that money so that we can all give every single kid in New York City public school system a chance to get exposed to technology, to follow their path into this great, great career. So it's a truly groundbreaking thing, and we think that that will grow a lot more data scientists like you in the future. In closing, I just want to wish everyone a really, really successful day here. Later today at 5 o'clock, there's a panel with my esteemed colleague, Dr. Minerva Mashariki. He is the Chief Data Analytics Officer of New York. He runs our data analytics team, and he'll be on a panel at 5 o'clock. Unfortunately, I won't be here at that time, but please do stay, and you'll learn a lot from Dr. Mashariki. And he's also on the panel with my good friend Catherine from AppNexus. So I'm very envious that you'll be able to hear those two talk later today. So again, thank you very much. I know you're going to rock this. Thanks so much. Have a fantastic DataPoint 2015.